So, I guess it's time to talk about Portugal. So, for those wondering, yes, I have been missing from South Africa for a while. I came to Portugal. Initially, I wasn't sure about the stay and everything, so I came to Porto, got some work to do, and I've avoided enjoying Porto. I've avoided going to all the sites, avoided everything because I didn't really want to fall in love, because the possibility going back to South Africa is always real. But I find that unfortunately the charm of Portugal's already kicked in, and I think I'm here to stay in Porto. I enjoy the work that I'm doing. I was offered a permanent contract now. So I think I'm going to stay in Porto. This is a pity for me because it's not easy leaving the theatre behind. I have to put my music on hold for a while, as I have to get all my synthesizers and studio equipment now to Porto from South Africa. But I think I'll stay in Porto. I'm really enjoying it here. It's very peaceful. It's just a different type of life, and I can get used to it. And I'm trying to think of what can I add? What value can I add in this video for anyone that thinks about Porto or wants to move to Portugal? I want to maybe start a series on YouTube, or like document my process coming to Portugal. So first of all, culture shock. I think a lot of people talk about culture shock when they move from one country to another. Me being Portuguese, I grew up Portuguese. There's a lot of things I still remember from my grandfather. My grandmother definitely instilled a lot of Portuguese values in us, and my father as well, and my mother, who also adopted and caught on to a lot of the Portuguese traditions. So coming from South Africa to Portugal, to me it feels like I'm visiting my grandmother. So culture shock for me was non-existent. When I got here, everyone was exactly how I expected it to be. The landlord that gave me a wonderful place to stay. It's amazing. Anyone that's moved to Porto will tell you the horror stories about renting. It's similar to what it is in Japan. You have very small apartments, rooms, that don't even have private bathrooms and so on. I'm lucky to have a house, and I got someone that stays with me, Louis. He's a friend. I got him to rent the second room. So now between me and him, there's only 2 rooms in the house, but the house has a living room and a kitchen. And now there's the 2 of us staying in this house, and the landlord is fine with that. So we effectively have a house, and each of us have our own bathroom. We have a TV room, a kitchen. We have everything we need, internet. It's very comfortable. I stay in São Felix Marinha, and it's right by the Atlantic Ocean, so I'm very lucky for that. And yeah, I'm right by the metro as well, or the train, so it takes me into the city of Porto. Yeah, the question about culture shock, I don't experience any. There's been no culture shock for me. The weather is very pleasant. Besides the first day when I got here, there was a lot of fires going on in Porto. It cleared up after 2 days. it's been raining on and off, as you can expect from a coastal city, but the weather's been pleasant. I mean, we're supposed to be in autumn, it's supposed to be getting chilly, but it's like 20 degrees. I don't really feel the cold. Everything is pleasant, and I think I'm gonna stay for good in Porto. I then try to move all my studio equipment over here, and then continue a music career here in Europe. So yeah, this video is just an update to everyone on YouTube, and for my family, and for everyone who sees this. I'll include some b-roll footage of like going into Porto, some footage I have walking around in Porto. I haven't really gone into touristy places or pretty places or explored much of Portugal in terms of showing anything that is fancy. I've kept it minimal on purpose because I didn't want to fall in love with Porto, because I think it would be easy to fall in love with Porto. I didn't want to fall in love, and I did. I fell in love with the boring parts. So I think exploring Porto, going to the festivals, I think then I will really feel at home. So far, how Portugal feels, it feels as one community. It feels like everybody's family. Everybody's helpful. I can tell you my first day, when I got here, I wanted to catch the train into the city, and I needed a train ticket, okay? And I understand how the train ticket system works. You can go to an English menu, but there was this guy, he's just on the platform. He doesn't work for the train company or anything, and he was just helping everybody buy tickets. Everybody's honest. The food is really good. Every like restaurant, the food, it's just like home style food, comfort food. There's no like everything is, I don't know how to explain it. It's just like Porto itself feels like a house, and that you're welcome everywhere you go. And yeah, I hope this video, I'm gonna call these types of videos catching up with coffee or something, because I have some coffee here. I know it says Switzerland. I'm not in Switzerland. I'm in Porto, Portugal. I do have a funny story though. I am a Man United supporter, and we all know Man United played Porto in the Europa League, and that day I wore a Man United shirt, and not to say things didn't go well for me, but people they weren't very happy about it. But at the end of the day, everybody laughed. It was a good time. I think the match was 3-3 at the end of the day, and everybody's just enjoys life. And I feel like, coming from South Africa, where in South Africa everybody feels like they're hustling. Everybody feels like, you have to hustle. Here in Portugal, it just feels like everybody takes day by day and just enjoys life as it comes. And it might not be the richest country, it might not be the fanciest country, but as a country, it's very peaceful. And I suppose a lot of YouTube videos will also go through how peaceful Portugal is, and I can tell you, it's very peaceful. It's peaceful. I'm quite surprised that coming from South Africa, the biggest shock I did experience is seeing all the electric cars, electric buses. I mean, imagine you're walking, you turn around, a bus comes past you, you didn't even hear the bus. But that's about it. Is just how green and forward-thinking Portugal has been. Teslas everywhere. This Renault Zoe electric car everywhere. It's pretty interesting. And but yeah, it's gonna be sad to leave the family in South Africa, to leave the family from the theatre. They will go on. I'm sure they will miss me. I think that'll be a pity, but at the same time, I think everyone should be happy for me, because I think it's the first time in a long time that I feel happy. Or not happy, I feel positive about where everything is going. So yeah, I'm gonna edit this video and I'm gonna add some B-roll footage of Portugal, just the train rides going into Porto, maybe some walking around videos. It's very peaceful here, and I think I can strongly recommend Porto as a destination for anyone who wants to leave and they want to come to Portugal. I think Porto is a better city. Lisbon is very touristy, and Porto, yeah, it's got its tourism aspects of it, especially by the Douro River. But if you avoid that and you just go into Porto, yeah, then you'll see the daily lives of Portuguese people. You'll experience Portugal, and it's really relaxed. You've got the 3 F's. So the 3 F's in Portugal: Fatima, family, and football. So the Fatima part, Fatima, you can think of it as faith, so Christianity. Family, everybody feels like family. I know it's like a Vin Diesel thing, family. And then the last one is football. And football is very strong here. Everybody, it like closes. Everybody's football crazy here. So those 3 F's describes Porto very well. And yeah, so far it's been great. The only scary part about Porto is the fires, but I believe there's a fire season. So there's nothing more I can add to this video for now. This is just an update to say that I think I'm here permanently. I think I'm gonna stay. There's a lot of I don't know, it's very interesting to be in a different country, so I'm gonna stay in Porto and I'm going to maybe explore Europe, but I doubt it. For now, my goals are just to stay in Porto, get all my studio gear here, and start making music here. And then that will be an update for the music side. There's a bunch of studios near where I work. I can do some I can do some live, like record some vocals, do some live bands there. Yeah, it's very unexpected, but I think Porto is home, is now my home. And this decision, I didn't take it lightly. It was difficult to say that I will stay here, definitely, but I think this will be my home. I think 100% I will stay in Portugal. And from this, I think that will end the video from now. And for those that are wondering about how do you get to Portugal and all that, and if you want to know my story, so it's difficult to get to Portugal if you're not an European Union citizen. You're gonna have to get a visa. I know they like American visas. You can buy property and get residency, but that's not permanent. I'm fortunate enough to be to be Portuguese. My nationality is Portuguese. technically I'm half Portuguese, half French, but my nationality is Portuguese. I just happen to be born in South Africa, and yeah, from South Africa to Portugal, the differences is it's you can't compare the two. You can't compare the two, and there's no way South Africa can compete in just the quality of life here. You know, I'll give you an interesting stat. This video will probably be boring, but I'll give an interesting stat. So I read somewhere 95% of the tap water in Portugal is fit for human consumption. That's an entire country where 95% of the water out of the tap is perfectly healthy to drink. That's not something other countries can brag about. I believe Portugal is one of the only European countries where the energy they get is 100% through hydropower and wind power. They electric buses, electric cars, charging stations, like everything they just sorted. Like, for a country that's very sleepy and very slow and very traditional, things move very quickly. And the only downside I can see with Portugal is the price of houses. Unfortunately, I can't buy a house. I'm renting. Prices of houses are just too expensive. But one day I will buy my own place, hopefully. Yeah, but this is, I think, episode 1 of Drinking with Coffee with João. I think it's also very encouraging to live in a country where people can actually say your name. Something I have to get used to is people call me, and then I turn around and I think, oh, this must be a family member. No, but it's just a normal person, you know, that's able to say my name properly. But other than that, I think I've covered everything in this video for one video, just to say that I think I'm happy here, and I don't think I will want to go back to South Africa. Maybe I'll go back, visit, but I think I'm gonna stay in Portugal. So with that, I will roll some B-roll footage, traveling on the train, walking around Porto, walking around São Felix, I don't know, maybe I'll include some videos of Espinho, but yeah, I've yet to go to touristy places, yet to experience any festivals, but that will come, and I'll record everything and put it on YouTube. For those that are interested in Portugal videos. My channel is not going to turn into a Portuguese channel. I'm still an artist. I still want to release music. I'm just giving an update to say that I have relocated. I'm no longer in South Africa, and I don't feel the need to go back to South Africa to continue music. So yeah, I think that's that. And then for now, I think I'm gonna take a pause on releasing music because I don't have monitors to mix and to master. I don't have my studio equipment that I'm comfortable mixing with, and yeah, I think that covers everything. So it's really pretty in Portugal. It's really pretty. So I think I'll leave the video there, and then hopefully we'll do this maybe once every 2 weeks. But then we'll see. But otherwise, till then, enjoy the B-roll footage, enjoy the scenery. Hopefully the video comes out good, and cheers.
A politician's word. Young fellas like yourself can wear a suit and a tie, have a job. But do you really want to know? Am I sorry for what I did tonight? If not a day goes by, I don't feel regret.
Yeah.